Now we're going to put the spotlight on a startup called MoneyTap. Why are we putting the spotlight on MoneyTap? Because these three gentlemen started this money lending business, and today they've raised 500 crore rupees from marquee investors, including Sequoia as well as Prime Ventures. Joining me today on Startup Central, one of the co-founders, Anuj Kacker. Anuj, congratulations. 500 crores from marquee names. Take us through the transaction, and what are you going to do with all this money?
Thank you so much for having me here, and thank you for your congratulatory messages. Yes, I think there are marquee names. Sequoia, Prime Ventures, Mega Delta were our investors from before, and obviously they believed in our story and have continued to invest in us. And we've also got new investors, Aquiline Technologies, and RuNet also has come in this round. And that is totaled up to 500 crores between equity and debt.
So MoneyTap has tapped 500 crore rupees, pardon my bad pun. Once again, what are you going to do with all of this money? Are you just going to use it to increase your loan book? Is it for disbursement? What is it for?
Yeah, so, right now we have a loan book of about 1,000 crores today. And we plan to grow at a 4x growth on year, right? So, and we need to get to about 5,000 crores of a loan book in maybe 12 to 18 months. So a lot of the money is going to go in trying to come up with, invest in a lot of technology and data products and figure out how do we get the next generation of lending models that allow us to go to different kinds of segments, come up with various products that will go to a different set of customers, which probably are not getting tapped today. We got an NBFC license in 2019. So the money will also go in trying to kickstart those operations that will allow us to, again, tap into a different set of customer segments, improve the experience for getting credit for these customers. So yes, between data, between technology, product, hiring, and expanding our operations geographically as well, we are in about 45, 50 cities. We want to get to 200 cities. So the money is going to go all there.
So MoneyTap to tap 500 crore rupees to go to 200 cities. NBFC, it's such a dirty word as well, right? I know it's not fair to paint everyone with the same brush, but it's also one of the biggest reasons why we have a slowdown in the economy. INFS, DHFL, all of that. Why do you want to have an NBFC?
Like you rightly pointed out, it's not good to paint everybody with the same brush. The good NBFCs are continuing to grow and very healthily, if I may say so. Right, so in these markets, the money will find its way to the right kind of companies and the right kind of books. And with our scale ambitions, if we want to continue to grow 4x, 5x year on year in this regulated environment, it's best for us to get an NBFC license. We worked with partners so far, and we will continue to do so. But coming out of the ambit of the regulatory environment will allow us to ensure that we are going by the book and we continue to grow, and there is no kind of risk to our growth in that sense. And having an NBFC license will allow us to completely dramatically change the kind of experience that we give to our customers.
I take your point, Anuj. Anuj, I take your point. I can see there's this standee behind you where you say MoneyTap and flexible money. Now, money is fungible. I get that as well. What is the mantra that you folks have at MoneyTap? Because while you have an NBFC, you want to grow 4 to 5 times a year. It's also scary if you start giving credit to people who don't deserve the credit.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And, surprisingly, if you look at the way MoneyTap is structured as a product, it's a credit line. And like you rightly pointed out, it's flexible money. So on MoneyTap, you can actually take money as low as 3,000 or 5,000 or 10,000 rupees, right? I mean, you may get a line of credit for about 1 lakh of rupees, but you can take out just 5,000 or 10,000. So you should not be over leveraging a customer. So the guy cannot pay back more than 10,000 EMI. You should not be giving that kind of money to that customer. And having said that, as we continue to grow, that does not mean we will dilute our underwriting standards. And that continues to be a focus.
So what data do you rely on? You say you don't want to over leverage a customer. You check out the EMI history of the customer. But you're also tapping first time customers. The credit card companies go to CIBIL. What do you guys lean on?
Well, we do too. We also go to the bureau. There are four bureaus in the country. We look at all the bureaus. And that's part of our customer onboarding journey. And without that, we obviously do not give a credit product. Of course, a customer who is new to credit, there are alternate signals that you can pick up, right? At the end of the day, in lending, there's only two things: ability to pay and intent to pay. So if you have never taken a loan and you're new to credit customer, so your intent is assumed to be okay, then you end up checking a lot on the ability, in the sense, do you have income coming in that you can repay your loans, so that you don't get into a cycle where we have to start doing collections on you. So I think yeah, as long as you don't dilute your underwriting standards and you keep it strict, and you continue being disciplined about this, you can continue to grow in this market, because the credit market is very large in India.
So, what is your target customer?
Well, a typical customer is a guy who earns somewhere around 30,000-40,000 rupees per month. Yeah, he is 28 to 32 years of age, although we go from 25 years all the way up to 50 years of age. And we get people with salaries from 15,000 per month all the way up to 5 lakhs per month as well. But the largest chunk, if I may say so, is somewhere around the guys who are 30 years of age, 28, 30 years of age, earning about 30, 40, 50,000 rupees per month.
So, good to know you're not ageist, huh?
So, yeah.
Okay, but jokes aside, what sets you apart from a whole host of other companies that are clearly doing what you're also doing? And it's interesting because if those that are investing in you are also investing in those companies as well. So I don't know if it's too early to talk about consolidation, or is it just a case of the market being very large?
Well, the market is very large. If you look at it, our debt to GDP ratio is probably very low. The credit card penetration is under 2%. So the market is very large. And as Indians, we always need money all the time. But something which is very unique about MoneyTap is that it's a line of credit product. It is not a standard personal loan or a standard credit card, right? So if you want money and you want say about 30,000 rupees per month, sometimes you really need short amounts of money. If you go to a bank and you go to any institution, they will give you say 3 lakh rupees, because it makes sense for them to give you that much money, right? But the line of credit product is very, very unique in the Indian context. So what happens is that you get a line of credits for say 1 lakh rupees, and you can draw down 20,000, 30,000, whatever you want, and you're paying interest only on that 30,000, not on the balance 70. And let's say that for the next 6 months you don't borrow any money, so you don't pay a penny of interest. 6 months later you get up and say, you know what, I need 30,000 rupees to pay my school fees. Open the app, choose 30,000, choose your flexible EMIs, tenures, 2 months, 36 months, 18 months, what have you, and the money shows up in your bank account. So it is a very unique value proposition in the market, which does not exist. And I think we were the first people to have launched this about 3 years back. And that's what sets us apart. Yes, there are many people who are lending business.
Pardon me, Anuj, for saying this, and I'm going to use some crude terms to break it down for those that are tuning in. Are you basically like a nice money shark on an app? Gives you money when you need it, doesn't ask too many questions of what you're going to do with it. You have to repay with interest. Isn't that what it is really about? You don't have to go through the entire rigmarole that you may have to go through to get a personal loan at a bank.
Well, no. Let me tell you that one of our partner banks, when we launched 3 years back, was is RBL Bank, for that matter. So they're not necessarily going to let go or cut any corners, right? And now that we are an NBFC, there's no way that we can cut corners. So we take compliance and regulations very seriously. What you are talking about is where there is no regulation as a money lender. So you can end up charging 100%, 150%, 200%. We are not allowed to do that. We give 13%, 15%, up to 24%. That is not what a money lender will charge, or a money shark will charge, right? And it's not that we just download the app and we just give you the money. We go through a very rigorous process. We've just made it simple for you by using a lot of technology and data and AI, so that a lot of the data is pre-filled, so that you have to confirm it. We cut no corners in terms of taking your KYC, figuring out what your contactability is, what your CIBIL score is, what your income is, how will you repay. So there's no shortcuts that is concerned. And nobody will allow that also.
Okay, so 15 to 24% is the kind of interest that you're charging. What about delinquencies? Is that something? Is it nominal? What's it at?
Yeah, we have one of the best delinquency metrics in the country, and it's comparable to any other bank that you might see. So we are well under control there. For the simple reason that we are not necessarily going and charging 100% interest rate or whatever, even 50, 75% interest rate, right? So you're not attracting a set of customers that who just want to take one loan from one company and then go delinquent.
I'm going to make this my final question to you, Anuj. What is your target? You said 200 cities, you want to grow 4 to 5 times. You've raised 500 crore rupees from a clutch of marquee investors. What's your valuation at? And are you making profit already?
Well, we're not making profit as of right now, but that's going to be very key to us in this year. And as a business, we are profitable at a unit level. We will turn profitable very soon as far as the company is concerned. And like I said, we do close to about 2,500 crores of disbursements a year. We want to 4x that and take our loan book to about 5,000 crores in the next 12 to 18 months. That's our goal.
And with that, Anuj, here's wishing you and the entire team at MoneyTap all the very best and look forward to many more interviews with you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.